Today, we're updating the last few sprint car silly season situations and wondering about the future of the Roth 83. Plus, we've got Outlaw roster updates, and I'll share some 2024 show numbers with you. Let's go. It's Wednesday, January 1st. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Happy New Year, friends. Welcome to 2025. I know the news came out last week, but I did want to double back to the Tarlton announcement about replacing the departing Cole Macedo for 2025. There's a lot to unpack here. The team announced last week that Tanner Holmes and James McFadden will split time in the 21 sprint car this coming season. McFadden will run the car during the summer once his Australian season is complete, and Holmes will fill in something like 30 races along the way. The release mentions NARC Speed Week for J-Mac, which I'm assuming is the fastest 5 days in motorsports deal that starts June 11th and takes the teams north for Super Dirt Cup at Skagit. McFadden will also race in the Midwest, so likely the Knoxville Nationals and all of the races around that, and then during that late summer, early fall high limit and World of Outlaws stretch out west. Holmes will run the early high-limit schedule on the West Coast, and then scattered NARC and World of Outlaws races. When Holmes isn't running the Tarlton 2021, his family 18T will be out on the road filling in the rest of his slate. Holmes spent all of 2024 in the 18T after running the final part of the 2023 season after the Knoxville Nationals with Shark Racing. Remember, he did that filling in for Jacob Allen. His final stats for this past season: in 46 appearances, he had a win, 8 top 5s, and 15 top 10s. His 410 win came with NARC at the Southern Oregon Speedway, and he won 3 360 races as well. This deal for Holmes has been in the works for several months, and I heard about it back in October. I even reached out to Tanner and the Tarleton crew chief Drew Warner about it. Neither, though, would spill any details. I think this is a very solid opportunity for Holmes, as that Tarleton machine is always good. Warner has a ton of experience, and they were in the NARC fight all season with Macedo against Justin Sanders. I think the surprising side of this announcement was the McFadden part. I'd heard nothing about this end of it, and the assumption around the community all along has been that McFadden would return to the second Roth car during his summer schedule. He helped Roth earn a high-limit charter during year one, even though he missed the early part of the season with those travel woes coming from Australia. Dominic Scelzi filled in before McFadden took the seat over in April. In 47 high-limit races, he had 3 wins, 18 top 5s, and 35 top 10s. That brought the 83 to 4th in the final owner standings, earning that charter. McFadden also an Outlaw winner in 2024 as well. So this swap to Tarleton was a surprise, and it seems to further cloud the future of that second Roth entry. We heard maybe Ryan Timms at one point, but we know that's obviously not happening. Timms has got his sprint car plan sewed up away from Roth. Chase Randall briefly rumored here, and now McFadden's new deal away from Roth. So where we stand at the moment with the other 83 car, I don't know. I've spoken to a few friends here lately about it again, and nobody seems to have a clear understanding of where they are. At the high-limit banquet, McFadden's crew chief Brent Ventura revealed he was coming off the road, and I've heard rumblings of other crew guys there getting new deals. It seems possible now that maybe that car is just on the shelf. I was curious as well about where we sit right now with Buddy Kofoid, but there was no official announcement about Kofoid's plans for 2024 until a few days into January. So the fact that we haven't gotten an official confirmation on their Outlaw plans is not out of the norm. Everything I keep hearing, though, is that Kofoid will return for year 2 with the World of Outlaws. This whole situation also is made all the more difficult because the Roth team, not particularly known for being transparent or communicative publicly about their operation. It's likely we'll never get any sort of official announcement about plans for that second car, whether it stays, on the shelf or whether they find a driver. It may just show up somewhere. The rest of the silly season starting to wrap up on the sprint car side. There are only a handful of open rides left. That includes Jay Kaiser's 23, Bill Rose's 6, and a few others. Open questions include, does the Premier 70 come back at all? Will Kevin Newton fill the seat of his car with another driver? Does the Hybreeder car continue, after the departure of Hunter Schoenberg? We know they had Ayrton Jennington in that car for a little bit. And then what happens with rides like the Trone 39 in Central PA and Kurt Michaels 27? I've been asked a bunch about Zeb Wise, but I'm not aware right now that he has any plans. I've talked to him a few times in recent weeks and recent months, and it just doesn't sound like there's anything happening there. And after being linked at various points with all sorts of rides, Chase Randall's future is still completely unknown as well. It makes you wonder if Randall will end up back in a family-owned car. The other wild situation to think about here is Crouch. Brandon Crouch posted a quick shop video a few weeks ago, and that team has a lot of equipment sitting in their shop. 2 complete truck and trailer setups, 9 sprint cars that I could count, 2 vans, and 2 mules. With Brandon going to CJB for another high limit season, that's a lot of stuff to be sitting idle. I know Breckton Crouch also races, but he only made 11 appearances in 2024, at least so says my race pass. That's a lot of stuff for a guy running 11 races, some scattered 360 and 410 stuff. You have to wonder what they'll do with all of that, if they'll try to put another deal together, if they'll just sell things, or they'll just sit on it. We don't know. We talked yesterday on the show about High Limit getting their roster to 11 confirmed, and we're in similar territory on the Outlaw side. Gio Scelzi was officially confirmed back on December 23rd, so that takes the Outlaws up to 10. And that includes Scelzi, David Gravel, Carson Macedo, Donnie Schatz, Logan Schuchart, Sheldon Hodenshield, Cole Macedo, Garrett Williamson, Chris Windham, and Bill Baylog. Buddy Kofoid, like we talked about, that would take them up to 11. And then the Bill Rose 6 would be 12. And there's still a few other possibilities for additions, but time is starting to run out. We're just over a month away from Dirt Car National, so teams will have to make decisions here pretty quickly. On the Outlaw late model side, add one more there with the confirmation that Kyle Bronson is back. That pushes the World of Outlaws late models to 13 full-timers. He was 4th in the standings in 2024, 13 top 5s, 29 top 10s. He did go winless in Outlaw competition, though, with his lone victory on the season coming against the Spring Nationals at East Alabama in April. Bronson doesn't have a full schedule posted to his website just yet, and the Outlaw season starts January 22nd at Volusia. I would be a bit surprised, though, if we didn't see Bronson at Golden Isles with Lucas in 2 weeks to get his season started. If you want some other dirt racing audio this week, Dirt Tracks and Rib Rocks has Dave Daniels, Colin Goodman, and Slide Job Bob. Hoagie's Garage has Keith Kaufman and Cameron Key, among others. Getting Up to Speed has Taylor Cool, and there are new episodes of The Dirt Reporters, Dirt Track Confessions, Passing Points Down Under, Plum Wild, and The Drivers Project. I actually appeared on The Drivers Project this week with Daryl Turford, Sam Haverteep, and Dominic Scelzi, so check that out. I believe it's out as of last night or this morning. To discover something new in the dirt racing podcast space, head over to dirttracker.com/podcasts. Wrapping up today, I thought I'd share a few show numbers with 2024 now in the books, kind of let you behind the scenes a little bit, some of our stats. If I added up correctly, we did 260 daily shows for the year. Obviously, we did a lot of short form content off of that as well, some live streams and the interview stuff at the end of the year. We did 9.5 million show plays for 2024 across platforms. That was a 70% increase over 2023. We did more show plays in 2024 than we did in all of the previous years of Dirt Tracker combined. Remember, we started the show in 2020, so 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, if you add all of that together, that still wouldn't reach what we did just this year. Of that 9.5 million, 6.8 million was on just YouTube. On the YouTube channel, it didn't quite get to 40,000 subscribers like I'd hoped, but still a very strong year, adding nearly 12,000 new subs. We'll hit that 40K number soon in 2025. We saw big growth on Facebook, and right now as I write this, we are on the brink of 25,000 followers over there. Videos on Facebook did nearly 46,000 watch hours, which is more than 5 years worth of time. But if you want a comparison, we did nearly 55 years worth of watch time on YouTube in 2024. It was officially 480,000 watch hours. For the life of Dirt Tracker, we are past 18 million show plays, with YouTube equating for nearly 80% of that. So there you go. Understand, none of this would be possible without your support, you guys tuning in and all of the things that you do, commenting and liking and sharing. So thank you very much for the support for all of 2024. We're going to keep it rolling in 2025. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.